And today I am going for 5 movies that kids under the age of 12 shouldn't watch. The first one is Monster House. I'm going to go through reasons why kids under the age of 12 should not watch Monster House. 1, it's very, very scary. 2, the story. The story starts off looking nice. It's about a little girl on a goodbye and a grumpy old man, and then suddenly it stops. If you haven't seen this movie before, basically what happens, the story plot is simple. A guy wants to keep kids off their lawn because his house comes to life and eats children. Or, well, people. Eating people. So, what happens in this movie? The story is that this man called Mr. Nevercracker married a woman for a second. She was picked on by children, fell down a hole one Halloween night, and then and instead of burying her like a normal person, he built a house on top of her corpse. The house comes to life and starts killing things and people. The story is dark, terrifying, and a little bit silly. That is one reason why any child under the age of 12 shouldn't watch this movie. The next movie on this list is Coraline. This movie, for someone that you don't know, definitely should not be seen by children under the age of 12. This movie is looks really nice, but it isn't. You can tell by the opening title screen that this movie is just things to come. This movie is based on a book of the same name called Coraline, and kind of real life things happen, like child abduction. This movie will have child kidnapping, child exploitation, and kidnap. And even murder by the Beldam. Basically, this 10-year-old girl who was born finds his key and a hole in the wall. She goes into this beautiful other world and turns out not to be so nice at all. The other mother, or the witch known as the Beldam, turns out to want her eyes for her soul. And there's lots of theories on this video that around. Time for the next. Number 3 is Tim Burton's. We've got 2 Tim Burton movies on this list. The first one is The Corpse Bride. It is about a guy named Victor. Called The Corpse Bride. This movie actually happens to be a Tim Burton movie. There is another one on the list. It is about a man named Victor who marries a corpse called Emily. This corpse was killed in a murder by the villain, who you would meet, and the world of the dead. It's colourful, bright, and looks like a Disney movie. It isn't, but there we go. It's basically about a bloke who marries a living corpse. That's a good reason why a 12-year-old shouldn't watch this movie. I don't know. Movie number 4 on this list is Paranorman. It is about a kid named Norman who can talk to the dead. Zombies come back from the dead and telling Norman that he has to read from these books and what. And the last movie on this list is Nightmare Before Christmas. Another Tim Burton movie. Great movie, by the way, if you are older. This film has nothing wrong with it apart from the kidnapping of Santa Claus. But it is an amazing movie and it's not really that scary. You should wait until you're a little bit older to watch it. And there are my 5 movies that children under the age of 12 definitely should not watch. I'll see you soon.